What's good, everybody? How's everyone doing this lovely day? Just got out the shower. By the way, Sam, if you were trying to hit me up on Facebook, I'm actually at Facebook jail, by the way. Yeah, I did not know Facebook jail was a real place until I just got a post that says, I've been banned from Facebook for 24 hours. Y'all would not believe why I got banned from Facebook. Lord, y'all would not believe. Yo. Sam, what's up, Ronnie, Tim? I just realized, since I'm not really doing a review, well, not really doing, yeah, I'm not really doing another review this week. I might just do a chat on Thursday, possibly, depending on how I feel. If I do a chat, it's gonna be like midnight. Yo, Ronnie, on some real shit, I cannot even answer that question. And I know everyone's gonna say, kind of blue, kind of blue. Yes, I am going to talk about Kind of Blue, but not at this time. I'm going to talk about a few Miles Davis albums before Kind of Blue. Um, I'm doing pretty good, Q. Better than yesterday, I'll tell you that. It's been a long day, and I just really want to do this review and just want to just relax for the night. Ah, Jesus Christ. Whew. What do you think about? What did Fat Joe say now? Lord have mercy. His voice always saying something. Jesus. Shout out to Ashley, by the way. I'm doing good. Just been doing some work on my thesis literally all day. How was work? Question mark. Also, I'm gonna try to finish this In Living Color episode tonight. This was supposed to have been done this weekend, but I literally had a lot to handle this weekend out of nowhere. Oh Jesus! You said the baby is a new Tupac. Oh my God! Can we just stop with this shit? At this point, why do people even still listen to Fat Joe? I mean, not music wise, like people still listen to Fat Joe when he has shit to say. Like, can we just stop this shit? Next thing you know, they're gonna say fucking Taylor Swift is the new Tupac. To me, everybody is Tupac. You're Tupac, I'm Tupac, everybody is Tupac. All right. Think. Are you okay? Question mark. What is up with y'all and farting and shit? What's up, Sam? So I got an announcement. The Cocaine Will Lose Your Wife video is officially going to drop later on this month. That's what's up. That's what's up. I start back tomorrow myself. SpongeBob, Texas is dumb.
Yo,
Yo,
what it is?
love supreme. Let me stop. I'm ready.
Yeah,
I'm ready for this one. How you doing?
chilling.
Gotcha. Shit. Man, I've been working on my thesis all damn day. I need a break.
Yeah.
Shit. You heard what Fat Joe said?
What'd he say?
He said the baby is the new Tupac.
Anyway, if Tupac was alive, you would watch Fat Joe in the verses right now. Who would you put? Who would you put against? Who would you put against Tupac in the verses? Q. I want to hear this shit. Who Pac battling in the verses? Not Fat Joe. He wouldn't last against Tupac. I didn't hear what he said. Why would you even compare the baby and Tupac? Really? That sounds so stupid.
Somebody's been really bored this pandemic.
I think he been bored. Spice won against Pac. Even Spice won not beating Pac. It's crazy. blasphemy that what he's saying. They love to talk about Pac, right? DJ Tim. Funny.
These niggas, man.
Eminem against Pac. I love Eminem. I don't even think he beating Pac. And I think Pac is one of those artists that's he's like on GOAT status, like he's untouchable. Eminem is a GOAT, but I don't even think Eminem is fucking with Pac.
I'm gonna use the bathroom a quick second.
Yeah. Now if you say Jay Z and Nas, then we talking. Eminem and Pac, I don't know. Eminem only got 3 classic albums. After Eminem shows, like I don't think he would be able to compete with Pac. Even Pac's unreleased shit is better than Eminem shit. Jay Z versus Pac. Who's winning that? Nas versus Pac. Who's winning that? Have I seen Training Day? I went to see Training Day opening night when it came out. What's good, Ronnie? Who's winning that, Q? Nas versus Pac. Jay Z versus Pac. Who's winning that? Sam, you going with Nas? That would be a good battle. Nas and Pac. Who's winning that? Q, you talk about Tupac all the time. When I ask you a Pac question, you're not answering me. Nas versus Pac. Who's winning that? Jay Z versus Pac. Who's winning that? Yeah, Pharrell Munch was on this. I never bought the soundtrack though. You agree about what? I'm asking you who's winning it. You live in West Virginia and all you hear is Eminem. Wow. I've been to Virginia. I've been to Richmond because my grandparents used to live down here.
Papa was a rolling
I didn't go
stone.
to I didn't go to the West Virginia part though. Tupac is winning. Of course you're gonna say Tupac is winning. I don't
What
expect
about
nothing else
Tupac
from him.
again?
Of course you're gonna say Tupac is winning. I don't expect nothing less from him. This man will sit up there and be like Tupac over Mickey Mouse. You know what I mean?
Tupac over who?
Mickey Mouse.
Hell yeah, Tupac over Mickey Mouse. Hell yeah. He's a more.
Cultural,
Oh, fuck,
cultural, cultural
fuck Mickey
icon.
Mouse.
Tupac over Mickey Mouse for cultural icon.
Hell yeah.
I don't know what that.
I don't know about Bugs Bunny though.
Cultural icon. So you think Bugs Bunny is more of a cultural icon than Mickey Mouse?
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Fuck Mickey Mouse. It's all about Team Bugs.
WB don't got the money like Disney.
Okay, well, Disney can't even touch WB on his best day when it comes to Bugs and Daffy.
You're
Come on, the
crazy.
chemistry between Bugs and Daffy alone shits all over
You
Mickey
know how
Mouse.
many Disney tunes there was over Looney Tunes? You had Tailspin, you had Chip and Dale's Rescue
Hold up, hold up,
Rangers,
hold up. You had Looney
DuckTales,
Tunes, Tiny Toons,
DuckTales. Oh,
Animania. Man, fuck DuckTales. Now I
DuckTales was
like
great.
Baby Looney Tunes,
Darkwing
Lunatics
Duck,
Unleashed.
Darkwing Duck.
Well, okay, Darkwing Duck. Okay,
Uh huh.
okay. All right. Duck
Y'all Super
Dodgers.
Lami.
Duck Dodgers.
That was underrated. They didn't even show that everywhere.
But still, they had their shit.
They had their shit. I think Disney made better animated stuff than them though.
So we're gonna have a Bugs Bunny versus Mickey Mouse
Yes.
debate.
Yes, we are. God damn it.
All right. Cause let
Something
me tell you
different.
something. Bugs Bunny has charisma. Mickey
So
Mouse is boring and shit.
how was Mickey Mouse born?
Oh boy, somebody pick me up.
Who had the most charisma in the Disney? Was it Goofy? Was it Donald? I think it was Donald.
Donald.
Donald
Let
had
me,
it.
cause even Donald back in the day, his cartoons was more successful than Mickey Mouse. Niggas be
Mm.
forgetting that shit.
But Mickey usually had the specials though. He had the Christmas carols and
Man, yeah, Mickey had the specials. He was more of
yeah,
a cultural
Fantasia.
icon. But if you're gonna compare how much money financially them cartoons made, Donald was the one that was holding Disney down. Them Donald and Goofy cartoons,
Mm.
shit. What did Mickey do? Just playing around with fucking Minnie and shit, and Minnie was over here sucking on Pete's dick and shit, man.
Minnie
Like
Minnie didn't get a chance to shine really.
she didn't.
She didn't get a chance to shine.
Neither did Daisy. Yeah, Pluto cartoons were even more successful than Mickey at one point. Yeah, I know my cartoon shit, but
What's
as
good?
much as I
What
love
clutch?
Bugs Bunny, Tom and Jerry might be neck and neck when it comes to Bugs and Mickey.
Pluto was severely underutilized, yo.
Yeah, they just hell they couldn't even make that dog talk.
What's good, clutch? What's good? What's good with the Knicks? I heard Derrick Rose getting married. What's good? No school tomorrow. Was it a holiday tomorrow?
Man,
It's a
I
holiday.
was off. I'm getting off fall break tomorrow, man. Lucky you. All
What's
right.
good with the Knicks, clutch? What's good? How we
Shit.
looking?
Go play some
DJ
video
DJ
games.
DJ Tim said I'm picking Nas and Jay Z because everybody keeps saying Tupac all the time. Yeah, it's like Q. Q keeps talking about Tupac.
Yeah, I'm gonna save that for later. All right. What time is it? Let's go in about 3 more minutes and shit. I want to continue this Mickey and Bugs debate and shit. So y'all really
Go
gonna sit here
ahead.
and say that Mickey is better than Bugs
Yeah.
Bunny?
Yes. He has
Bugs
more.
Bunny.
They built an empire. You know what I'm saying? Disney has an empire.
Yeah, Disney has an
Where
empire from all the fucking kids that they killed and shit.
you funny.
Shit. All them kids that got into drugs and shit, they have a fucking empire. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers actually has creative talent. Mel Blanc alone.
Oh.
Oh,
Y'all don't got testing, okay. So it's like test week or something? Y'all doing your midterms or some shit?
Netflix will not remove. Yeah, I heard about that. Of course.
Why would he? And did you see the picture I sent you with
Oh, hold on. I
the
got you.
dude? The dude that's like the one that's making this whole
Oh
getting rid
yeah.
of Dave Chappelle. It's crazy.
Motherfucker looks like an ostrich.
Chucky or Leprechaun? I'd rather take Leprechaun. Chucky was more ruthless to me than Leprechaun.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? Did you see the Chucky show?
nah.
It was good. They actually kept it like dark and like dark humor, like Chucky in the films. Yes, the Knicks definitely. No, I expect them to be top three team in the East this year. Right up there with Brooklyn and right up there with Milwaukee. Top three. No lower than four, but top three for me.
Man, I'm in Facebook jail.
You in Facebook jail? You told us that.
Yeah. Just because I was speeding facts.
Why? Because why even do that? Because you know they just gonna debate with you. I don't even get into all that.
No, I wasn't even trying to debate and shit like that. Like I said, all I said was on Facebook. Like what I think when I started on YouTube, how Michael Jackson don't get the credit for giving like a lot of African Americans the publishing that and
Oh,
stuff like that. So next thing you know, everyone was agreeing with me. So you know how I feel. Next thing you know, there's always that one motherfucker. This one motherfucker, he has a Tweety bird as a crypt for his profile picture, like the MySpace profile pictures and shit.
right.
Talking about, oh, why y'all always talk about Michael Jackson? He's a pedophile and stuff like that. So pretty much, he's on my post. So I was just like, okay, well, you're coming up to my post talking negative and stuff like that, so you can just take your ass out. Like, not those words and shit, but still. And then next thing you know it, me and him went at it. He called me a pedophile and some shit like that. I was looking at myself like, so I think I said some shit like, your grandfather did your mom and shit. That's what came you. And they said, well, you know what? They put me on fucking jail and shit, like literally. So I can't like make no comments, make no posts until 5 o'clock tomorrow.
Wow,
I was like, I don't even give a fuck no more. Shit, fuck Facebook.
crazy.
Shit, but anyway, let's get this shit started. Fuck it.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of well, it's not another episode. Technically, the first episode of the Jazz Review. It's your boy Reg in the building. Got my homeboy Try with me,
What up?
and we're gonna talk about John Coltrane, Love Supreme. This is his 34th album. Let me just key that. This is like his 34th album and shit. That was released on December 9th, 19 actually, excuse me. It was released in January 1965. It was recorded in one session on December 9th, 1964. All right. The producer include Bob Thiel, and the label is Impulse Records, which is very, very, very dope jazz label and stuff like that. Um, the main personnel in the John Coltrane Quartet is John Coltrane. He's the band leader, tenor saxophone, soprano saxophone, liner notes vocals. Jimmy Garrison on double bass, Elvin Jones on drums, gong, and timpani, and McCoy Tyner on piano. Um, there are some additional personnel too, like Archie Shepp on tenor saxophone, Art Davis on double bass, Ruby Van Gelder on engineer mastering, Bobby Thiel on production on the cover photo. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about the album cover. Fuck that, okay? All right, now before I start, pretty much, like I said, we're gonna be starting talking about jazz. I've been saying this shit for like the past 8,000 years, or however long I've been doing this YouTube shit. And even though I did say that the Quincy Jones Back on the Block was technically a jazz album and shit like that, it had its R&B moments, pop moments, hip hop moments. It was like a mixture of all genres.
Right.
But this is like really like the first strictly jazz album we're gonna talk about and shit like that. And better album to talk about than this album. Um, Now when it comes to certain jazz albums, I'm aware that certain songs there's like 3 songs in some albums, but the songs be like 20 or 30 minutes or some shit, or 10 to 20 minutes or some shit. I'm not really gonna really do the jazz reviews the same way I do like the regular review, like the hip hop and the R&B and the so on and so on, because like jazz was just really, how can I put this? It's a genre on its own
Right.
and whatnot. Because let's just say we're talking about a jazz album. Let's just say we talk about like Kind of Blue, which I'm gonna talk about Kind of Blue in a minute. Like that's mostly instrumental, and you know how there was different parts to like certain songs and shit like that. It's more, yes, Sam. It's more complex
Right.
and stuff too. So certain songs might take have longer discussions and shit. And I was just telling everybody this try. I know Kind of Blue is like the Illmatic of jazz albums.
Mm.
I'm going to talk about Kind of Blue, but I'm not going to talk about Kind of Blue at this second,
Right.
because nothing against Miles, because Miles is my dude. But I feel like personally, there's other Miles albums I want to talk about before Kind of
Mm.
Blue.
Mm.
Cough, cough, bitches brew. Cough, cough. But spoiler alert. And there's some other jazz artists I want to actually talk about too on this channel, like Roy Ayers. I want to talk about George Benson, Charlie Parker. You know, hell, I wouldn't even get into Alice Coltrane. Just get into certain vibes and stuff like that. There's
Right.
even some soundtracks that I got lined up for jazz and shit too.
Mm.
I mean, yeah, man. See what I'm saying? I think Kind of Blues overrated. I want to really, like I said, it's the Illmatic. I call it. It's like the premiere. Yes, Weather Report is coming. It's the premier jazz album
Mm.
because of what it did for the culture, and I'm not going to deny that.
Right.
But to me, there's better Miles Davis albums I would listen to than Kind of Blue. Like Kind of Blue, that's an album I would jam out to, vibe out to. But give me Bitches Brew. Like give me Electric Period Miles.
Right.
Sketches of Spain. I'm getting way ahead of myself, but how did you go to get into John Coltrane, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I mean, my grandfather played a lot of the jazz in the house, so he was playing a lot of Coltrane and Miles Davis and Dizzy Gillespie and all that, and
Ooh,
you know what I mean. And just being a hip hop head is like a lot of the groups and songs that we grew up on, and that has like they sample jazz artists, and when you hear like the original, you're like, oh, this is where they got, Tribe got this
yep,
jazz sample from, or Gangstar, and so it was just like a natural thing, like just growing up on a lot of native tongue stuff that used a lot of jazz artists samples and Guru when he did the Jasmine Taz series and it's always been my mom is a huge jazz fan. She loves a lot of jazz stuff. Going back to like the CD 101.9 era. When they had that radio station around and it's always been like in the household. So that was like I always heard it. It was always around me. You know what I'm saying? And it's it needs to be discussed more. Like I don't see anyone with a platform that's discussing it. So I'm glad that we like entering this genre where we can like discuss some of the greats in jazz. So
most definitely. Um, and I see people like mentioning like hip hop artists, and I see Sam mention Rakim.
mm-hmm.
Little known fact, Rakim was actually the nephew of jazz R&B artist Ruth Brown too. So
Right.
Ruth Brown was actually the artist that really put Atlantic Records on the map, in my opinion. But that's another story for a different day. We getting Black history and shit like that. Oh shit, we like that's one thing I like. It's like connecting the dots between like the hip hop and the
Right.
jazz and shit like that. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? All right, Q, we'll be here. All right, to me, I got into John Coltrane. It was the song Giant Steps.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I think I got that album too. Hold on, I'll find it later, but it's a lot to see. But it was just that song, just the way how he manipulated the saxophone
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. And he actually got me into playing the sax too
Right.
and stuff like that, which is an instrument I need to get back into because I've been slacking, I admit,
Right.
and shit. But yeah, and John Coltrane, and like I'm aware of his history because he used to work with Miles Davis and stuff
Mm-hmm.
too, and 6 Degrees of Miles. Yeah, so it was just like this is the album that really was the first album I heard from him. Then of course Giant Steps, and I haven't heard everything because, like I said, with jazz artists, they will drop
Mm-hmm.
albums left and right. So mind you, like I said, this is his 34th album, so I haven't heard everything from him.
Mm-hmm.
But I do want to like use this platform to like really get into more jazz
Right.
artists and shit like that too. So without further ado, um, John Coltrane, he was born in Hamlet, North Carolina, in 1926. It's kind of crazy too because he actually grew up in High Point, North Carolina, and High Point is like by where AJ stays at too and shit too. So
Right.
it's crazy. So in order he actually was in the Navy. Like once he grew up, he was in the Navy. Excuse me, I'm getting way ahead of myself. When he was like in high school, he was playing like the clarinet, which another instrument I played too, the
Right.
alto horn and the alto saxophone and shit. And so he was really like getting his professional work, like working like in a cocktail lounge trio. But then like, he got enlisted in the Navy, on April 6th, 1945. And that was the day the first US atomic bomb was dropped on Japan and shit like that too. So, he was soon discharged from the Navy and he went back to Philadelphia and stuff like that, just got into the whole jazz scene. He joined a band by, Jimmy Heath. All my hip hop heads, y'all should know that name. A lot of cats sample from Jimmy Heath and stuff. Excuse me. And so while he was working with Jimmy Heath, he was also like looking studying jazz theory, still playing the tenor saxophone. And it wasn't until 1945 that he actually saw Charlie Parker perform for the first time. And at that time, Charlie Parker was the man at that time when it came to jazz and stuff. And so he was pretty much progressed him into like really taking his music more seriously and developing his own style. So
Right.
he ended up like joining bands with like Johnny Hodges and Dizzy Gillespie. But it wasn't until that he was working with like Miles Davis and Thelonious Monk that he really was like starting to get known and stuff too. You know what I'm saying? Blue Train. Yeah, that's the album I got. Blue Train. Yeah, I think we got that album. Yeah, man. So when he was working with Miles Davis and stuff too, yes. John Coltrane contributed to Kind of Blue. You know, cooking, relaxing, working, steaming, and stuff like that.
Right.
But around this time, um, what's his name? John Coltrane got into heroin. He got a mad heroin addiction and stuff. So he ended up, getting like kicked out of Miles. He ended up working with like Thelonious Monk, and Thelonious Monk, very dope jazz artist too, and stuff too. And so he did many sessions where he was under Prestige. But around that time too, he dropped the Blue Train album, which that's the album I got, not Giant Steps. I got those mixed up and shit. But yeah, Blue Train, very, very, very dope album to me. It's a jazz classic and stuff. Jazz Giant Steps came right after Blue Train, and Blue Train came out in 1958, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So he ended up rejoining Miles Davis around that time in 1958, and so he played with Miles for a couple of years. Help out with Miles. With of course Kind of Blue, the concept called like Miles and Monk at Newport and shit like that. Fast forward to 1960, he dropped the Giant Steps album, which again, very dope album. One of like the best saxophone albums I've ever heard, in my opinion, and stuff like that. Very jazzy, very laid back, and so he actually ended up, you know, his contract with Atlantic Records at that time got bought by Impulse, and so when he was working with Impulse, he was doing like a lot of stuff. He dropped albums like Oleg Coltrane and Africa Brass and stuff. And around this time too, a lot of critics, they weren't really taking too kindly of his music because of the fact how he was doing like a lot more difficult chord progressions with the saxophone. He was improvising a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of people were pretty much calling his music, and I quote, anti-jazz. This was by Downbeat magazine, and mind you, this would be years before um, Miles got criticized when he started doing the whole jazz fusion shit, which that's gonna be another story for a different day. So around 1962, he pretty much had his like classic quartet, which the people who I mentioned shit to, and so pretty much at that time, people were still criticizing them for like the complex music, especially with them like reworking standards and stuff like that. Of course, like My Favorite Things.
Right.
Everyone knows that song, from The Sound of Music and shit. And it's actually kind of crazy too because they recently released a lost album from them called Blue World, and the story with that was the fact that that album was recorded and shit, but what ended up happening was one of the members, actually the director, Gals Brooks, he actually stole the master tapes of the album, and he ended up shelving most of the music for years, and it wasn't really released until 2019.
Wow.
So mind you, this album was recorded in 1964. Motherfucker stole the tapes, ended up being released in 2019 and shit. And it's crazy because I saw that album when it was released and stuff too. So I was like, they sold this album for like $100.
Mm.
That album for like $100 and shit. What's up, BJ?
It's good.
Um, so yeah, man. So long story short, they ended up working on the Love Supreme on December 1964. Album came out 1965, and yeah, this is the album cover right here. John Coltrane, looking all serious and shit. And mind you, like, yeah,
Didn't Madlib do the album cover over?
yep. A lot of people did the album cover
Shades
over.
of Blue, the Shades of Blue mixtape or B tape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just to let everybody know, this is like a really like spiritual album too, because like I think he was really getting trying to get close with God around this time too. Excuse me. Because mind you, how like this album is like separating four tracks with have stuff to do with the Bible, which I'll mention that in a minute. Um, yeah, man, definitely a very, very, very interesting album. I'm actually about to get a water right quick. My throat's
Yeah.
dry, so give me 1 second.
Wow. What is the best and worst? The best one for me, at least, is the first one still, because it was he didn't talk a lot in that film, and then he started giving them like the dark humor, the one liners like Freddy in the other sequels. I like everything up until Cedar Chucky. I didn't care for Cedar Chucky. That's probably the worst one for me.
I swear to God, this weather is changing so fast. Jesus.
Yeah.
All right. So you know how we do. This album has 4 songs. Well, technically 3 songs, but split into two, like I mentioned. So we're gonna get with part one, acknowledgement. Already from the get go, this is probably my favorite track off this album. I love the way it began and stuff like that. It's like when you hear that instrumental in the beginning and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You get this warm feeling of
Mm.
being loved by your woman and shit like that. And so it accelerates. It pretty much like accelerates. Once you get the gongs and the cymbals coming along, and then you have John Coltrane's saxophone coming in, and then you hear that bass slowly creeping in, and it just creates this like African rhythm. And then once it gets all sustained and everything, it gets into this like real relaxed mood. You hear a love supreme, a love like they're chanting that like
Right.
on and on and on. I love that shit. You know what I'm saying? My appreciation for this song grew because a certain movie, Mo Better Blues,
Yes. I figured it
and
was
stuff
from
too.
that because I'm like I heard this song before.
Yeah, which
I want to say
again,
this was like when like they played a lot of that type of music. They played a lot of the music when Bleak would hook up with with one of these chicks in the film. So
yes,
I'm like I know I heard this from some movie.
like especially that scene when Denzel kicked like when he was playing the saxophone and shit like that. Oh,
Right.
that
Right.
movie really like deepened my love for jazz.
Right.
And yeah, eventually we're going to talk about this soundtrack and shit.
Yes. And talk about the movie. The movie's
Oh,
underrated.
oh, we can do both. Fuck
The
it, yeah.
movie's underrated. Yeah.
One of Spike Lee's top 5 movies, in my opinion.
Definitely.
One of Denzel's
And it
illest
it
roles.
doesn't it doesn't get mentioned with his other stuff.
It doesn't, and
You know.
shit like this. But Love and Basketball gets mentioned. But anyway,
Hey, stop it. There was no jazz being played in Love and Basketball.
right, no jazz. It was just
No
fucking
jazz.
soul music
Right.
and white black people singing pop songs and shit like that. Like, even though
Right.
I did like Angie
Mm.
Stone's version of Holding Back the Years,
Mm.
very matter of
Right.
fact, Ozzy Brothers even did a dope version of shit too. So
Right.
yeah, man. But anyway, yeah. But they mentioned Love and Basketball. Anyway, yeah, this is definitely a classic. It's a signature song when it comes to what's his name, John Coltrane and
Mm.
Quintet. Fire, 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 fire joint.
Yeah, it's like it's real relaxing. Um, I know from the moment I heard it, I'm like, yeah, this is. I know I heard this in the movie. I was trying to think what was the Spike Lee film. I'm like, oh, this got to be Mo Better Blues. That's really like the only film that he did, like a movie about jazz and had like the jazz soundtrack. And um, like just the drum playing and the horns coming in. It was really a dope jazz song, and like you said, like it picks up, after a while. But yeah, this was like one of my favorites on this album, and it was a great play by John Coltrane.
Yes, sir. Yeah, Sam agreed with me. Overrated and shit. Um, Ronnie said Lupe Fiasco used the acknowledgement sample for "Life, Death, and Love" from San Francisco. Oh shit, that's one. I know that's one of his earlier mixtapes and shit.
I didn't hear that one.
Yeah, back when Lupe was good.
Yeah.
Right. Sam said the Wood. Yes, the Wood definitely over
What?
Love and Back.
Oh
What
Lord,
you mean what?
the Wood.
Yeah, the Wood.
You know they're doing. I told you they're doing a TV show for that, right?
They should just stop.
They're doing a TV show for that.
They should just. They
The
should just.
Wood. The Wood was underrated. I don't think it was better than Love and Basketball though.
Oh God.
The Wood. Wow.
Oh. Oh wait. Whew. I thought
What you
I
looking for?
thought I left my charger at my sister's and shit. Yeah. Track number two, we got Resolution. Um, this was like a more relaxing kind of song compared to like Love Supreme. Again,
Right.
fucking Coltrane's complex rhythms, especially with the saxophone, came into play with this track and stuff. Um, it's crazy too because when it comes to this track right here,
Mm-hmm.
McCoy Tyner, he pretty much, if you listen closely, he does not really play along with the melody that fucking
Right.
John Coltrane has because he pretty much improvised and creates his own different melody that contrasts
Right.
to Coltrane's melody and stuff too. Definitely one of the most underrated pianists in music, in my opinion. Yeah, man, definitely very, very, very melodic track, in my opinion. Yeah,
Yeah. Again, it was real soft and relaxing type of music, like something you could put on a Sunday afternoon and just zone out to. And yeah, they're definitely a dope instrumentals being played on here. Like again, like I love the drums and the horn solos on here. And this is dope.
definitely. So yeah, now we're gonna get into um, pursuance, pursuance. I don't even know if I'm saying that shit right. If I know I'm not reading the Bible. Anyway, um, I love the drums in the beginning by Elvin Jones. That hard hitting drum, and then once John Coltrane hits you with that dee
Right.
dee dee, I love that shit. I could have sworn I heard that sample before by somebody. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? But yeah, this one was definitely my second favorite joint off this album. Definitely has more of like a avant-garde kind of style, which is kind of funny too because he was really trying to experiment with that sound, around that time too. Because Josh, he passed away in 1967. So while he was doing that sound, he was very sick at that time too. So yeah, man, this was definitely a very, very, very dope joint. This is the kind of joint you will play. Let's just say, like, if you were going to a party and stuff like that, and it's like one of them black tie affairs, one
right.
of those swanky affairs and shit like that,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have that one motherfucker and shit in the party, pretty much just like everyone's crowding around his attention. He's smoking a cigarette, It's like it just has that scenery with that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dope drums on it, man. I love the drum play on this. Especially like I thought that was like the main starter track as far as instruments, like the drums and yeah, like the whole melody and everything was dope.
Definitely. And the last track off this album is called Psalm. Very interesting story with this track. So originally, from what I looked up, this was actually a poem that he wrote, and I think in a liner notes and stuff like that too. Which I want to say we got the jazz, we got the jazz, we got yeah. think it's this poem right here where he says, all this shit. Actually, no, not that poem. Not that. Yeah, yeah. Like I think one of these shits right here was a psalm right here, and then he made that into a song, pretty much. And he just put the handwritten poem in front of him. He played the music as it was in his head. You know what I'm saying? And this was like again one of the most spiritual moments. A lot of people say it was on the album and whatnot. So I definitely fuck with it. I feel like this is a nice way to end off this album and end off the set too.
Yeah, definitely nice beat. Again, nice horn play by Coltrane, and um, like his horn play, like it was great for the whole album. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like every song like stood out from the last one, and he was definitely one of the best. You know.
Definitely agree with you on that. All right. Overall, this album to me is a jazz classic. Top five jazz albums for all time. Yes, it's been said to be like very complex. It's been said to be very spiritual. Like everything that's been said about this album is true. You know what I'm saying? Very love him in the saxophone, like saxophone wise. This is definitely one of his best albums and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
I mean, this album has been ranked. A lot of people rank this album. I mean, among their favorites, among the top 500. You know what I'm saying? People like Carlos Santana, U2. You know what I'm saying? Fucking Henry Rollins. Like it has a lot of influence, especially in the rock community too. Like compared to like the jazz community
Hmm.
and shit too. Because like around like the mid '60s, a lot of rock acts would listen to jazz music and stuff like that too, just based on like the complex rhythms that they were doing, like the Doors, for instance. They would definitely listen to like a lot of jazz music and stuff too. So this album to me is definitely a 5 mic classic by album.
Yeah, definitely a great album. The instruments, all the instruments, and when you have Coltrane leading the way, and the band is always gonna be a great track, and yeah, I think it's a great album.
Yeah, very good album. All right. Yeah, 12:14. Yeah, we can just stay on for a good 20, 30 minutes. Yeah, Vinyl said I'm more into Coltrane's free jazz, avant-garde live material. I can't blame you on Jack.
Did you ever hear the Blue Note Jazz remix album?
No, I never heard that
With
shit.
that was '96. With they had like different Blue Note artists get their songs remixed by, like, at the time it was like the newer artists like Guru's on that album, and Michael Franti and Spearhead and
Oh
Roots.
wow.
And who was the producers for Illinois Scratch? It was LG Hutton.
Yeah, LG.
Yeah, LG Hutton did a remix on there, and
Oh shit.
who else was on that? Diamond D did a remix. Like, I know it's out of print now, but yeah, that was a great album. And they never did like another volume. It was like only volume one they did.
Of course, it's only volume one and shit, because that probably didn't really sell that much.
Right. Cruise, what up? Limp
So
Biscuit or Rage? I love both,
Rage.
but I got Rage has the better discography to me.
Limp Bizkit sucks.
I love Limp, but Rage has the better discography.
Just one of them days. I think it sounds constipated.
Rage don't have a remix album like Limp though. Limp got that all over them.
Man, Limp don't got shit on Rage. Let's
Yes, that remix album was dope. I would love for Rage to put out a remix album.
a remix album. That's what they
Yes,
put out, a
or
remix
like
album.
some unreleased joints, or like remix some of they hits.
Mm,
They could
I,
do it.
I feel you. That Renegade.
I played some of the remix shit on in the DJ Premier battle, because
Oh yeah,
he remixed some stuff for them.
I only like the one song he did with Method Man. They
Uh,
did with Method Man. That's the only song I really like
right.
from them.
And the Neptunes did the remix for that.
Of course
Rhino
they
don't
did.
like Limp Bizkit. Okay. I'm a Limp fan. I love Limp.
Give me corn over Limp Bizkit.
I don't care for Corn. Never liked them. I try listening to their stuff. I don't care for them.
I'm just a freak on a leash.
No. Limp is still together. I think they're coming out with some new a new album soon. White boy raps. What do you think Eminem is? He's white.
Or the Beastie
Yeah,
Boys.
the Beastie Boys is white. There's many dope white rappers.
Nick Cannon. Let me stop.
Have you seen his late night show? His morning show?
Oh God.
He has a daytime talk show.
Oh wow. Cause they put him on a leash and shit. So that's
Right. Right. He has to be on his best behavior.
why he has to be on his best
Yeah.
behavior and shit. He'll be like Steve Harvey next.
He had Kid and Play on one of his episodes last week, and they were doing the kick step, and
Of
he didn't
course,
know what the hell he was doing.
of course he did.
I'm like, oh no.
Shit, that's all they invite Kid and Play to do. That fucking dance
Right?
and shit.
That's it. It's like they don't even talk about nothing else that they done.
Right.
Oh, this show us how to do the kick step,
Even though y'all motherfuckers did that shit 8,000 times and shit.
and they talk about house party, and that's it. That's their legacy. House party and the kick step.
And the
Right.
oh.
Right.
No one talks about like Kid and Play do it my way. That da da
Mm-hmm.
da 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 da. Or
Right. Mm-hmm.
last night. No one talks about
Right.
all that.
Right.
Hell, House Party 3 soundtrack. Kid was doing his dopest rapping on that shit.
Mm-hmm. Right.
All y'all talking about is
Crew.
hey. And then that stupid ass dance and shit. I mean, not stupid. Let me not say that because that dance is not stupid.
Cruz said he only got Battle of Los. Yes, I have Battle of Los Angeles. We're gonna talk about that on Sunday,
Midnight.
midnight on Sunday,
Yeah,
Monday
because
morning.
the best verses ever is going to be.
We hope. What could go wrong?
Don't say that. And what if Jadakiss comes?
Oh God, no. Well, he didn't do shit with Karis One or Kane. So
But you know they'll find some way to invite
what is he
him.
gonna be? Is he gonna be special referee or something? What is he?
Yeah, hey yo, we here for hip hop.
And you selling popcorn in the stands? Why you here? I seen enough of Jadakiss already. They are influenced by black culture. I don't. Hip hop is for everybody at this point. I don't. I mean, I'm pretty sure Eminem grew up with black people like in 8 Mile. Same as Hispanics and Latinos in the hood. Like
I swear to
I
God.
don't see the. It's one thing if they appropriating the culture, but there's some dope ass Caucasian rappers.
What do you think of Immortal Technique?
What am I saying, Sam? That you don't believe? He says, "Oh come on." Motor Technique is dope. He's underrated though, and he never had that promotion behind him. You know what I'm saying? He was one of those revolutionary artists, but I felt like he was dope. He was definitely a dope. He's still a dope artist. Yes, Wes Borland is a great guitarist. Definitely, I agree with that. What you disagree with, Sam? Michael Jackson before he got hooked up with Quincy Jones or after? Definitely before.
To me, hmm.
I mean, Michael Jackson was dope regardless. Before Quincy, after
Right, yeah.
Quincy. So it's like take your pick.
I'll be killing you with these questions.
You don't think there's some dope Caucasian rappers, Sam? Is that what he's talking about? I don't know.
Since we're here, you trying to do it inside the zine?
Let's go.
Okay.
Yes, he kept it too real from it. I mean, there was a lot of artists like that they just wasn't fit for mainstream, and he was just in that category. So MC Search is dope. I love MC Search. Great artist.
Check this
Yes,
out.
The Rock.
Rock.
Fire cover.
It's your boy.
Did you ever see the interview that Dame Dash gave to Entertainment Tonight about Aaliyah?
Bro, what are they still talking
I
about
saw that.
Liam?
I saw that about last night, and he blames Hype Williams because
Oh
he's
yeah, I did see that shit.
yeah because Hype Williams did Rock the Boat, and he was like he blamed Hype Williams for making us stay one extra day out there. He was like fuck Hype Williams.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Lords of Brooklyn was underrated. They would. I think they follow me also on Instagram. They were dope.
So Nocturnal.
Oh wow. And I never cared for him.
Never cared for him either.
Nah, I thought he was overrated, man.
Fucking Eve Promotion.
Right.
Evolution.
That was okay album from what I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm ready for that Queen show next week.
Yes, that looks good. That looks good.
Oh yeah, I think this one is the top 100 rhymes of all time.
Mm. Who's number one?
That's a good question.
Salt and Pepper, Push It, or JJ Fab, Supersonic. Push It for me.
Push it.
Rhino says, I do think the majority of modern white rappers are hella corny. Again, there are some dope white rappers. I mean, well, who's hella corny that's a Caucasian rapper to you? Because to me, I'm looking at Vanilla Ice as number one on that list. You know what I'm saying? What was that? What was that you showed just now?
Paid in full.
Oh, Painful. The movie?
Yep. Yeah, this was 2002 in the source. It was in the
Right.
2000s.
Oh, Lord. What about G Easy? What y'all think about G Easy? Is he corny?
Corny.
I don't care for him. What about Macklemore?
Yeah.
You a fan of Macklemore? I liked the Macklemore first album with Ryan Lewis. I thought The Heist was a good album. I don't think it was better than Kendrick's album though. But
There's a lot of unknowns in this issue.
oh god, who's the unknown? Who's that?
His name is Roscoe.
No, the guy with the green suit on. Who's that?
Oh, that's just a model.
Oh, Roscoe, young Roscoe.
No, this his name is Roscoe.
Oh, that's not Corrupt's brother.
Nah. Nope. Oh
Vanilla
yeah,
Ice is in the
he is Clutch brother. Yeah.
Vanilla Ice is an acquirement taste for who?
Not for me.
He had one good album to me. Benzino. Oh God, now that dude is overrated. Terrible. He should have never became an artist. Aaliyah was playing Dame Dash. Aaliyah was playing Jay Z. There was double dutch. They was passing Aaliyah around like an hors d'oeuvre, yo. It was sad. You know, it's like R. Kelly ain't the only one that had Aaliyah. Well, at least Vinyl, you're honest. He said they both corny to him, but like a couple songs from G-Eazy and Macklemore. Well, I like Mac. I have the Heist album. I thought it was a good album, but to make it the best rap album of the year, I don't think it was. Barbershop. I went to see that.
I love the second one.
Second one was good. You got Eve screaming, "Where's her apple juice? Where's my apple juice?" She's screaming for her apple juice like a hood rat. Little Flip. Which album is that? That's the one with Game Over.
Underground Legend.
That was a
I don't
dope
listen
album.
to Lil Flip, so
Yeah, that was a dope album. I never liked Benzino. No, I don't care for him. And I met him. I met him in person. He's a dickhead. I have that album, the Thug Holiday. That was a good album.
so this is like a recap of the Jay Z versus Nas beef.
And we know Nas won that beef.
Step your rap game
What did
up.
they What did they recap him? We're going like bar for bar or something.
I guess because the Hot 97 and shit like
Oh
that.
God, Lord.
Okay, finally found. Okay, so this is how they did it. They did it by categories.
Mm-hmm.
So these are the gloats, the greatest lyrics of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Get it?
Yeah.
Gloat.
Yeah.
Anyway, number 10, Jay Z's Dead Presidents 2, when he said, I dabbed in crazy weight. Without rap, I was crazy straight. Partner, I'm still spending money from 88. What?
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh?
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 9, AZ's Life a Bitch. That should have been top 5.
Yeah.
Visualizing the realism of life and the actuality. For who the bad as a person that's the best on salary. Yeah, I said that right, though. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That should have been top 5, man.
Yeah.
Number 8, Tupac, Hail Mary.
Mm.
I ain't a
Where Q
killer, but
at? Q, you here? Your boy number 8. How you feel about that?
I ain't a killer, but don't push me. Revenge is like the sweetest joy next to
Mm.
getting pussy.
Wow.
Number 7, Jizz's verse on Protect Your Neck. First of all, who's your A&R, a mountain climber who plays electric guitar? Yada yada.
Yeah.
Number 6, Q-tips, check your rhyme. Industry rule number 40880. 408. Record company people are shady. Number
Yes.
5, Biggie's One More Chance remix. Lyrically, I'm supposed to represent. I'm not only a client, I'm the player president.
President. Yeah.
Number 4, Scarface. Mom
Mm.
playing tricks on me. Woof.
Mm.
At night I can't sleep. I toss and turn. Kiddo sticks in the dark. Pictures of visions. Pictures of body. Excuse me. Visions of body being burned. Four walls just staring at a nigga. A paranoid sleeping with my finger on the trigger.
Mm.
Mm. If I'm not mistaken, I think that verse was a quotable too from the
Yeah.
source. Number 3, Nas. New York State of Mind.
Mm.
It drops deep as it does in my breath. I never sleep because sleep is the cousin of death. Oof.
Yes.
Number 2, Big Daddy Kane, the Symphony. And battling me is hazardous to your health. So put a quarter in your ass because you played
Praise
yourself.
yourself.
Number 1, Rakim, my
Mm.
melody.
Mm.
The greatest rap line where he says, I take
Mm.
7 MCs,
Put
but
him in a
put
line.
them in the line and add 7 more brothers who think they can rhyme. Well, it'll take 7 more before I go for mine. And that's 21 MCs ate up at the same time.
Crazy.
Niggas dropping mathematics on that shit.
Mm.
All right. Now they have bragging rights.
Mm-hmm.
Number 10, Benzino. Who is Benzino?
Is
Despite
that a
the
song?
facts, huh?
Is that a song?
Who is Benzino? Yeah.
Yeah. Never heard it.
Despite the facts still here, of course. Fuck 5 mics, motherfucker. I am the source.
Trash.
Number 9, and this was messy as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Eminem's Without Me.
Mm-hmm. Really? Of all
No,
his
I'm not.
songs, Without Me?
Yeah.
Why they pick that
No.
song?
Shit, I don't even fucking know. No, I'm not the first king of controversy. I'm the worst thing since Elvis Presley to do black music so selfishly and use it to get myself wealthy. Hey, number
Uh,
8, Big L MVP. In the street ball, I strike men quicker than lightning. You see what happened in my last fight,
like
friend?
from
Pipe
I
then.
think Fire.
Number 7, Jay-Z, I love dough. And the watches be all types and shapes and stones. Being broke is childish and I'm quite grown. I'm not gonna lie, that was an underrated J verse.
Yeah, it was alright.
Number
I think the
6,
star that the star that track was Angela Winbush.
oh, of
You know what I
course,
mean?
of
Yeah.
course. Number 6, Lauren Hill, Zealots, well, the Fugees. And even after all my logic and my theory, I had a motherfucker so you ignorant niggas
Niggas
hear
hear
me.
me. Fire.
Woo!
Yes, Lauren killed that.
Yeah, Lauren, they all killed that. I'm not gonna lie. I
Mm.
even like Wyclef's last verse where he was throwing shots at J. Rue. You're
Right.
still a false prophet.
Mm. Right.
Mm. Can you imagine if that beef really took off and shit? Oof.
J. Rue would have won.
Oh well. Yeah, J. Rue would definitely
Mm-hmm.
won because if it was just Lauren by herself, I don't know.
Mm.
I
No, that
don't
would have
know,
been different. Yeah,
but
I
that
think
would have
Lauren
been
could have took it.
different. Yeah,
Yeah,
y'all saw that heated debate that they were in
yeah.
years ago and shit.
Lauren could have took him in the battle.
Track number 5, Karis One, Step Into a World. Did I say I'm number one? No, I'm sorry, I lied. I'm number one, two, three, four, five.
When does he play that in the verses? You think he'll play that early or late?
Late.
Late.
I feel like he's gonna start with MCs act like they don't know.
Yo, if he start with that, that's an automatic. I don't care what King using for round one. That's automatic win to me.
Man, if Kane plays enough respect, it's an automatic win.
You think so?
Hell,
Enough respect against that. I'm still picking Kara's one track.
what about enough respect against Sound of the Police?
I'm picking Kara's win. I'm picking King to win, but I think Kara's win. There's gonna be some rounds that King lose though.
Oh man.
Like automatically, I'm like,
Oh
but any of those joint, like if he choose to play self destruct, was Kane on self destruction? He was on that, right?
no,
I
he was
think
on
yeah.
heel.
I thought he
The,
was
the
on self
Steve,
destruction too. Yeah, he
was,
was on there. He
I
was
don't
on there.
remember Kane on
Shit.
self destruction.
He was on it because MC Light. I think she was after MC Light verse. If I'm not mistaken.
Let me double check because I could have sworn he was just on
He going against Kane on Sunday.
I ain't never ran
If
from the
he
truth.
hey, there's certain songs that he played that to me it's automatic winning. When he plays The Bridge Is Over, automatic.
Oh
South Bronx, automatic. MCs
yeah,
act like they don't know.
that was Dougie Fresh.
Oh, Dougie Fresh was after Light.
Yeah,
I thought King was in the video for that though. Wasn't King in the video?
that was the heal the world joint.
That wasn't Self Destruction. He was in.
Nah,
Okay.
there was so many rappers on that
Yeah,
shit.
like if when Karis plays Self Destruction, man, I don't know what King could play against that.
Low key, I'm just gonna be real with you. Kane post 91, Kane might be in trouble.
After '91, you mean?
Maybe.
Well, his best album to me after '91 is Looks Like a Job for. That's his best one, and that didn't
Yeah,
get a lot of promotion.
yeah. I mean, but like I said, hip hop heads know. Hip hop heads know. But I have a feeling he's gonna stick to the 88 to 91. Maybe might play Show and Prove.
In the PJs, you think he plays that?
Nah,
No,
maybe that's too obscure. That's,
I would definitely play that. I play that one early though.
I would don't trust me in the PJs. Dope
Hmm.
song.
Yeah,
Love that track, but a lot because you know what the verse is. Everyone wants to be like, oh, play the known songs or whatever.
right. Yeah, of
Yeah.
course they know that.
But see, with Karis One, like I said, when I talk about the Isleys and the Earth, Wind, and Fire, he could easily pick the BDP, Self Destruction, Heal the
What
World.
what year what year you think he stops at on his playlist? You think he'll stop at what's the album
I got next.
I got next. You think he'll stop with that or he go past that?
Nah, because thing with Karis One, he got guest appearances too, and I have a feeling he'll play the one with Amari Moore with the hip hop lives. Like I come back every
Yeah.
year. I get you. He better play that one.
Kane and Patti LaBelle? Hell no. I didn't like that song. From the Burning album? Hell fucking no. That's what ruined his career doing songs like that. No, no. If he plays that, I don't think he'll win a round with that. Unless he bring Patti LaBelle out on stage with him. That's the only way I can see him winning a round with that song.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I would assume they're gonna have guests on there with them, right? You
You
would
said
think.
what?
I said I would assume they're gonna have guests on there with them.
I guess so.
You know what I'm saying? Like if Karis One plays Self Destruction, he gotta bring out some guests with him. He gotta bring out like Chuck D and you know what I'm saying, and Dougie Fresh and them just to see them on there. You know what I'm saying? You know, if Kane bring out Patti LaBelle for that song, I think he could win. He might win with that. Just with her appearance there, but I didn't like that song at all though.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want him to play none of that R&B shit. No groove with it and very
Ooh.
special. No. I don't like those songs at all, man. That's what ruined his career. Do not like those songs. Do not bring out Spinderella for very special. It's not needed.
All my love is all.
God.
I you know what Yeah, let me just fucking
If he brings out Bumpy Knuckles, I don't know. He bring out Fat Joe. He could do the Bronx Tales joint.
Alright, I'm just gonna run by because these are like a
Yeah.
hundred rhymes. I'm just gonna run by which song is which and
Um.
shit. Number 4, LL Cool J's Ill Bomb. Number 3, Run DMC's King of Rock. Number 2, Big Daddy Kane's Set It Off. Number 1, Slick Rick Lottie Dottie.
What's that for?
Bragging Rights.
Oh, Lottie Dottie. Yeah, that was a great song.
Alright, this is one they call Lifelines.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus
What's
Christ.
that about?
Autobiographical stories and shit.
Oh, oh, you mean like songs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 10, Snoop Dogg Murder Was a Case. Number 9, Cream. Number 8, Eminem The Way I Am. Number 7, Today Was a Good Day. Number 6, Beanie Siegel The Truth. Number 5, Foxy Brown The Letter. Number
Foxy
4, Jay
Brown.
Z.
Lord, that was from China Door, right?
Nah, that was from Broken
Broken
Silence.
Silence. Oh,
Yeah. Number 4, Jay Z's This Can't Be Life. Number 3, Tupac Dear Mama. Number 2, All That I Got Is You. And number 1, Ghetto Bastard. All right.
how is Foxy Brown over what? How is Foxy Brown over Jay-Z?
Oh, they did a top 10 diss tracks here
Foxy
too.
Brown over Cream? How is Cream at number 9 and Foxy Brown is higher than that? That's retarded.
For real. They did a top 10 diss tracks. I gotta see this.
Top 10
Um,
diss track list?
yeah. Number 10, Fuck Compton. Number 9, Common, The Bitch in You. Number 8, LL Cool J, The Ripper Strikes Back. Number 7, Kumo D, Let's Go. Number 6, Jay Z, The Takeover.
What?
Number 5, Nas, Ether. Number 4, 10% Diss. Number 3, Roxanne's Revenge. Number 2, The Bridge is Over. And number 1, Second Round Knockout.
No hit 'em up?
Nah,
What? Come on. No Tupac on there? You gotta have Pac on there. What number
no,
was no Vaseline? What number
no
was that?
Vaseline either.
No Vaseline? What? Nah, that's fraudulent list. That's a fraudulent list.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna read this whole list. This is whack.
What is this?
Let me
Who's
just
this again? Double XL?
no. This is the source.
Your source? What year was that?
2002.
I stopped reading the source like in '99, I think it was. So I didn't read the source in after that.
Shit. I mean, I got this one for free anyway. So
Right. Wow. No Dre Day? Right. No Dre Day? Ether was like number 4, right? What number was Ether?
number 4.
They bugging. And Takeover was number 6?
Yeah. No, take
Wow.
over number 5.
Oh, number 5?
Yeah, it's just showing some reggae artists and shit.
Who the hell is that?
Elephant Man.
Oh, I wasn't a huge Alpha Man fan.
I like that 5-0 track. That
Hit 'em
video.
up sucked. Sam said hit 'em up sucked. You didn't like hit 'em up? That was fire.
It was alright.
I love that
It
joint.
was, it was a bit overrated if you ask me. Give me up against all the odds any day.
Was that a diss song? Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that
that
was
was
this
a
song.
diss song. That was a diss song. Who's that? Easy E.
Yes, sir.
Overrated? You thought it was overrated? Wow.
Yeah, let me just get to them because they have like hella advertisements. This is one thing I hate about the Source post
Right.
1999. They put like hella unwanted bullshit.
Crazy.
Like, really, does a magazine have to be like this thick?
That shit is a Bible, yo.
Right.
Drop a gem over him. Oh nah, hell, I love
Hell
drop a gem, but
yes. Yes.
no, no.
Yes.
Just for the simple fact that they not call him out by name, and he did that. He did
Drop a
that.
gem on them over.
So you get bonus points for calling out the artist. So niggas ain't got to think, well, who is Mob Deep talking about?
Nigga, they know who Mobb Deep was talking about.
Yeah, but for the people that don't listen to Mob Deep, they don't know who they talking about. If you're a casual fan and you listening to that song, you're gonna be wondering, well, who's Mobb Deep talking about on this song?
Like, look at this bullshit.
Who's that?
It's some random bullshit.
Is that an ad?
Yeah.
Bomb First was great. Yes,
You,
that was a great
you,
album starter. Love that song. You needed a video for that joint.
all these Hispanics and shit. Ugh.
Corrupt calling out names. Yes, that was
Oh,
a
that
dope one.
no one talks about that one.
No.
Motherfuck D,
Yep.
motherfuck M. Only X I know is RB
Right.
exhibited
I see. As I
RBX.
said, Against All Odds. That's a great one. That's a great diss track.
Alright, let's
Easy E.
get
Yes.
started with this bullshit. Nellyville,
What? What is that
three and a
for?
half mics.
What is that for? Is that album reviews?
Yeah, the mic, the
Mm.
record report.
They got it wrong. It should have been a one.
That ironically, I gave that three and a half
You gave
mics.
that three? That didn't. What did I give it? The one?
You gave it like one mic.
Yeah, that's the right rating.
Yeah, well, I'm surprised they rated this one three and a half. I thought they would give at least four mics because you know how the
Wow.
supposed to be.
Wow. Four mics? Nah, they so it's crazy. Mm.
Mm.
They're not. I don't think they're that stupid.
Hey, yo, listen to this.
Mm.
Despite all the partying that goes on in Nellyville, the rapper displays his serious side as the mayor of this utopian village on the title track.
Is there
Oh,
like a is this a real place or what? Nellyville? Is this a real place?
I said utopian,
They talking about it like it's some fantasy land and shit.
but things aren't always peaceful in Nellyville. The band-aid wearing rapper. Okay, now they're throwing shots. Now they're being funny. The Band-Aid
Um,
wearing rapper has seen it fit to include the songs that got under the legendary rapper KRS One's skin. Number one, then his declaration of war against BEP's frontman on the remix of State. Damn, how long are these reviews? God
you
damn.
you think he performs that song in the verses?
What? Now
Number
he's.
one?
Oh, I'm still number one.
Yeah,
Who cares one?
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Calling out Nelly. You think he calls out Nelly?
Nah, he's cool. He said he's cool
He's
with
cool
Nelly.
with Nelly. Oh.
Yeah. I
Mm.
Nori's God's favorite.
That was a good
Three,
album.
three and
Underrated.
a half mics.
Underrated. Yes, that's the perfect rating
Yeah,
for it. Because it's not better than that.
it's not. Slum Village, Trinity, past, present, and future. Three mics.
I don't think that's probably their weakest album involving
That's
Dilla.
more like two mics, man.
Yeah, Dilla did like only three tracks on there. I
Yeah,
didn't I didn't care for that.
Nellyville over that album, yo.
Nah, I'm not going that far now. I'm not going that far. That I can still play some songs on the Slum Village album. It's just not a good Slum Village album.
Mm. The Clips, Lord willing,
Great album,
three and a half mics.
classic. That they got that wrong. That should have been five.
Yeah, I'm good with three and a half.
You didn't like Lord Willing?
It was I was more of a I'm more of a fan of the second
Their
album.
second one is classic too. I love their second album.
Lord willing, the beats just sounded too much like they baking on desk and shit like that. I mean, it's cool, but it was just like okay,
Vegas on
like
desk.
I mean, I know that's like I'm not like the biggest Neptune's fan, but it's like everybody was banging on them desks and shit like that trying to do. I was like,
You
okay,
never did that in the lunchroom in the school
yeah,
cafeteria
yeah, I did it, but everyone tried to do that stupid ass what's
because that beat was
grinding.
fire. That beat was
I'm
great.
tired of grinding, man.
You tired of grinding?
I'm tired of that fucking song. Everyone
They had like
raps that
remixes and
stupid
shit.
song. Like,
They had the remix on the album too with Birdman and Jay and them. I don't know why
oh,
Birdman was on the remix. So like, why is he on it?
even the remix was like
You
iffy.
didn't like the
Like,
remix?
yeah, why was Birdman in there?
I don't know. Cause they
Um,
were doing shit for Birdman at that time. Hector was good.
what the heck?
No, I love that album. I think both their first two are classic. But Till the Casket Drop, I like some songs. I don't think it was great though.
Do or die. Back in the game. Three mics. I
Do or
never heard
Die,
that.
the Chicago group.
Hmm.
I didn't hear that album.
I only heard their first
The
album,
first
Picture
one.
This, which that's a dope album and shit.
Yeah, they had like three remixes for that.
Excuse me. Young One. The Dirtiest Thirsty.
Never liked him.
Who the fuck was Young
That's the
Lord?
dude that was on World War III, the Rough Riders joint with Scarface and Jadakiss,
Oh,
Snoop Dogg. Remember he was on Rough Riders.
yeah, now I
Yeah.
remember. Yeah,
I
Free
think he
Mike.
only had like one album, right?
With the album called The Dirtiest Thirsty.
Mm.
Yeah.
I didn't like his flow. I just didn't like how he sounded.
Miss Jade, Girl Interrupted, 3.5
I
mics.
never heard that album. I remember the song she came out with.
Yeah,
Big
never.
Big Head or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Jay Z's "Alone in This World" off DJ Clue's "I'm gonna show you how to do" was the hip hop quotable.
What clue? What clue shit it was from?
I'm gonna show you how to do.
Was that wasn't Professional 3?
Nope.
I don't know that one.
Yeah, I don't
Alone
know
in This
that one.
World. I don't know that one.
Haystack, The Natural, 3.5 mics.
Never heard of.
Me neither. And that's it.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. This is yeah. That's why I don't really get like a lot of fucking. They did some compilation or
What they do?
alternative shit like Public Enemy's Revolution. They mentioned Linkin Park's Reanimation.
Yeah, remix album. That was good.
Yeah, fucking Keith Sweat's Rebirth.
I didn't hear that
Shit.
one.
Yeah, they shitted on my nigga Keith. Goddamn.
Wow.
Boys the Men Full Circle, which was trash.
I actually have that album too. I think
Uh,
like about one song on there.
yeah.
Man.
Whenever I think of Boys to Men, the '90s is where it began,
Yeah.
'90s where it ended. Yeah,
Birdman is trash. I don't like Birdman.
yeah. That's everything. Because like I said, I'm not really a big fan of Source post 1999.
But
Like
Hell
look like
Hath No Fury. That was a great album. I love that Hell Hath No Fury album. Like the production was hard for the Neptunes at that time. Great they needed more singles. Like they put out Mr. Me Too and the Wamp Wamp joint with a Slim Thug, but I thought they could have came up with like at least two or three more singles.
wah, wah.
That was fire. Keys Open Doors. That was my joint. The Nightmares joint he did with they did with Bilal. That was a dope joint. That's a classic album. I love that album.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, I'm more of a second. I feel like the second album was just they were just more
Yeah, the
darker
second one.
and shit.
That's what we talking about. The second album.
Yeah, it's like
We
when
should
Lord of Will. It was just like,
we should discuss that.
I'm down.
We should discuss
Hell,
that album.
we can talk about Lord of Will too. I'm down with that
Yeah,
too.
a double review.
Oh yeah, clips.
That would be dope. Yeah, I don't think we did any clip stuff on here.
Nah, the only clip stuff we did was Pusha T's Daytona.
Right, that's true. Yeah, Keys Open Doors is fire. I thought for sure they would have had a video for that because they were playing that like it was a single.
Shit. Yeah, I was making
Yeah,
some dope ass music last night. Yeah,
right.
shit. I was working. I'm trying to like do the BDE music video in Atlanta. Shit,
Right.
shit. I'm gonna tell you some more shit about that
Mm-hmm.
after.
Yeah, Bilal is underrated. Definitely like his music.
Underrated as fuck.
The Shining movie. I didn't like The Shining. I know a lot of people love that as a classic. I didn't care for it.
That's that one with
Jack
what's his
Nicholson.
name? Jack Nicholson. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. He like got crazy at the hotel and shit.
yeah,
I didn't care for it.
yes. Jack.
Did not like it.
Certain movies I just sometimes I never seen because people made a big fuss about, and that was one of
Right.
those movies.
Right.
To me, Silence of the Lambs, man, that's oof.
It was too long, and then it was you have to wait till like the middle to the like close to the end, like when everything started happening, and I'm like I didn't
The
care for
way
that.
they did that movie was so fucking perfect. Like Hannibal, my nigga Hannibal. And
Right.
shit.
What do you think about Maya music? I never like Maya. I love Maya's gorgeous. I don't like her music though.
Her first album was dope. I'm
It was
not gonna
dope.
lie.
Best of
Mhm.
Me with Jay Z. The remix was fire. I like
I
that.
like the original more with Jada, because I'm
Yeah,
not gonna lie.
you like that one. That one was good too. The one with Jada
And
Kiss.
I'm not trying to troll, really.
Right. No, but BJ, where's BJ at? He left. I know BJ was so that's the best remix ever. What Maya and Jadakiss classic record.
Ah, shit.
Uh, Buffalo Bill. Who the hell is Buffalo Bill?
Isn't Buffalo Bill a show? That show back in NBC in the 80s?
I don't remember Buffalo Bill. There was an ice cream bar named Buffalo Bill.
A lot of
Which,
people just use Buffalo Bill for anything.
right.
No, that is, I need some more blue lights in my room. Like, Buffalo shit.
Now, you look like you're like developing film over there or something with your
Oh
blue light.
yeah,
You look
yeah,
like
also,
you're doing it or the old school film thing and developing film from your camera and shit.
yeah.
Oh, Buffalo Bills, the NFL team. Oh, yeah, Buffalo Bills. They doing good. They doing good. They beat the Chiefs on Sunday night. That was a good game. Definitely, they definitely gonna win that division because the Jets suck, Patriots suck, the Dolphins suck. I don't see no team like giving them competition in that division. You like the Best of Me original one? Yeah, I like the remix. They played more because Jay was on it. Oh man.
Oh, funny. Hmm. What's going on in music? So,
Nothing.
somebody was trying to drop an album. Didn't Big Boy and Sleep Brown's album came out already?
Did it drop already? I thought it was coming out soon.
Reg, what part on Living Single that you on like season? I don't understand what you're saying, Kev.
Amy Winehouse is dope. I liked her first album.
Yeah,
That
that
was
Frank
good.
album, I love that one.
Yeah, and Back to Black was good.
That was good too. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not gonna lie, but I feel like that was good because of Rehab. I mean, it was a good album regardless, but people made a
Right.
big deal out of Rehab and shit. But
Rehab,
Frank
right.
was more for the soul.
Again, Jay Z was on the remix for Rehab, so that's why they made a big thing out of it at
Nigga,
that
nigga
time.
jump,
You
that
know what I
nigga Jay
mean?
jumps on the
You
remix.
jump on everything and they make a big thing out of it. So,
Yeah, and I gotta give credit where credit's due. Justin Timberlake did write that Rehab track, so
oh, did he?
yeah,
See,
the, yeah.
which Rehab track you like more? You like Amy Winehouse or Rihanna Rehab track? Ah, and Justin is in the video for that.
Shit.
I felt like Justin was probably fucking Rihanna and Amy Winehouse at some point.
What album did Rihanna's Rehab come from?
Um, I want to say her second album. I think it
Yeah,
was the second album.
I'm gonna go with Winehouse on that one, cause
Wow.
yeah,
I actually like the Rihanna's Rehab joint, and Timbaland did that. Yeah, Frank was dope. Rhino likes Rihanna's Rehab joint.
I still love that NT review we did.
Yes, that was great. That's an album I would get from Rihanna.
Yeah, I see. I saw Eric post the album earlier and
Oh,
shit.
did he? Eric, where you at? I need that Rihanna album. He sent me something. He said he's doing a vinyl something with vinyl on Friday on his
Yeah,
channel.
yeah, I can't wait to see that.
Is it live or is it just gonna be recorded?
I think it's gonna be recorded.
Recorded.
Who's ready for that Shaq breakdown?
Oh boy.
Shaq
Oh,
Diesel,
Shaq Fu.
you
Oh
can't
Lord.
stop the rain.
Oh my God. Shaq Fu.
Shaq, do you want to talk about the Kazam soundtrack too?
Do we have to? The soundtrack wasn't just him though.
Oh, was it? I thought it was just him.
Nah, he had like Mob Deep was on there and shit with him.
Mobb Deep.
Yes, he has like
Oh,
different artists on that soundtrack.
oh wow,
So
Mobb Deep. Okay. I'm looking at it now. Okay.
Shaq was whack.
Let's Kleenex and him.
Huh?
Less green eggs and ham milk.
Shaq was like one of the best centers, definitely for my era.
He was like the Jay-Z of his time. Let me stop.
For rap, yeah, for rap in the NBA. I don't think if Shaq did good as a rapper, I don't think you would have had Allen Iverson and Kobe try to rap. I think because they saw him be successful at it, they said, "Oh, I could do that too."
Bro, and nigga was rapping with the greats.
Yeah, like Biggie and Method Man, RZA,
Like
Keith Murray. I'm like, what the fuck?
Bobby Brown. Like
Yeah, that's clearly the money. That's the money. He was able to get anybody he wanted for his albums. You
the
know,
man, the underrated Def Jeff.
right? Def Jeff, right? Dame Dollar could rap. I'm like, but he got the money. Where, like, how come he ain't going after all these people to help him with his albums? You know,
Fushnikins.
the Fruitsnickens, right? Shaq's music. Well, I think Shaq Diesel was good, and Shaq Fu. I got. I don't remember. You can't stand the rain. I gotta hear that again. It's been years since I heard that.
That one though.
The Steel soundtrack I didn't hear, so I gotta hear that. But he was decent for being a athlete that's rapping. I mean, shit. I've heard worse. Jason Kidd tried to rap and he was terrible.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie, Kobe. I didn't like Kobe's rapping,
I didn't like Kobe's raps either. Like Kobe was a great ball player, but his raps was not good.
and now everybody's
Al-
trying to make it out as being like, oh, he could have made it in the rap. Or
oh, come
they're
on.
trying to release his album. I'm like, nah,
I'm not
don't do
buying
this.
it.
Don't do this.
I'm not
Don't do
buying it.
this.
If I ever have the Kobe rap album, I will not even open it. That will just be a collector's item.
If I ever had the Kobe rap album, I just pee on it.
What, you would pee on it? That's what you said.
Yeah, I'll pee on it. And like I said, I have nothing
Oh
against
man.
Kobe. He's a great basketball player, but the rapping, I just didn't care for his rapping and shit.
Reg just said that like it was nothing. I would just pee on it.
Yeah, like I'll pee on it. Like, what's up?
Wow. Allen Iverson, I didn't like his raps either. You know what I'm saying? I just nobody was running. I remember when that shit was on. Napster had his album actually.
Oh
They had
God,
his they had it like the leaked tracks, but it wasn't good.
Napster.
Yeah, Napster. That's how like way back it was like 2000 that shit was on there. Do I like his movies? I like Blue Chips. Blue Chips was good because my mom used to work with Paramount and Paramount distributed that the Blue Chips movie. So I went to the screening for that movie. That was a good film. I didn't like Steel and all other shit he was in. I didn't care for it.
I never seen Steel.
Nah, it wasn't good. Trust me, you're not missing nothing. I'm hoping the soundtrack is better because I never heard the soundtrack.
I know there was one song Ice Cube Be Real did with Shaq. I think Method Man was in that too.
Yeah, I want to say that's on the Steel soundtrack.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that joint. Shaq with the
Yeah.
Magic or Lakers? Definitely with the Lakers. I mean, like with the Magic, he could have had chips. Him and Penny with the Magic, but after Penny got injured and they wasn't getting along, he took his talents to Cali and he just made a legend for himself out there. But I definitely think he could have won some a couple rings with the Magic.
Yeah. I like the song. One of the few songs I like from Born Again.
Love that. Eminem killed it.
For real.
Love that joint.
And there was a line they took out when Biggie was talking about killing pregnant girls or some shit.
Wow. They took it out.
Yeah, they took that shit out. It was either pregnant girls or devil. Something about devil worship. One of them.
Like Big L.
These niggas be wildin'. Y'all, I saw that first episode of BFF last night and shit.
Yes, you like it?
Yeah, so far it's
It's dope.
good. I'm gonna watch the second episode tonight.
It's a different type of vibe compared to Power
For real.
and King.
Um,
And
have,
that's really
his son.
yeah, that's his son.
That's crazy.
Um uh Big Meech, that's really his son. Like he was in acting class for like 2 years.
Yeah, man, that's crazy and shit.
Yeah.
on Netflix, there's this show my friend put me up on called Two Cents Horror Stories
Mm-hmm.
and shit like that. It's pretty. It's like some trippy ass horror stories and stuff, man. There was this one horror story I saw where this
Right.
Haitian grandson was possessed by some evil spirits and shit,
Mm-hmm.
and then his dad was married to a white woman, and the white woman was like, "No, he's just playing. He's just playing and shit." You know how that goes, you know.
Right.
So yeah, that one kind of had me tight, low key, but fucking.
Yo, have you ever seen this dude this guy on YouTube and he has his own channel and he visits like celebrity grave sites?
I don't understand why motherfuckers do that
Bro,
stupid.
this dude went to he went to like every celebrity. He went to Nipsey Hussle gravesite. He went to Luther Vandross gravesite, Bernie Mac.
Yeah, I saw that shit.
This dude has like millions of views just by going into their gravesite. Like Regis Philbin, he went to his gravesite,
Like nigga, that's not like I can look at that shit on Google and shit, like Google Maps.
bro. And he goes to like famous murder crime scenes. Like there was some chick that was a background singer for Life, and she got murdered. Her and her boyfriend got murdered at some studio, and he went to like
I
the murder
I
scene.
heard about her.
Yeah, and he went to the murder scene, and then he went to a gravesite. He went to Selena's grave, and it's like all blocked off from the public.
Of course.
And she had like a hair salon in her neighborhood, and like they sold the hair salon like in 2009 or something like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like he's like morbid. Like he goes to like these I never seen nobody on YouTube doing that. Like going to celebrity grave sites and
Is he white?
yeah, I don't know because he sound white, but he could be like he could pass for like Spanish or something or black, like high yellow.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? But he travels like he traveled to Tennessee to see Luke. You know Luke Perry. He died in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Like he moved from Hollywood to like a quiet town in Tennessee. Like he traveled to Tennessee to see his gravesite. But they said like he wasn't buried in a grave. He was buried in like in a mushroom suit or some shit.
Oh wow.
Some like weird thing where they put dead people in like a suit and then they bury them in the earth, but they're not in a coffin. So they're like in the dirt. Supposedly he was buried in like a mushroom suit and he's not in a coffin. Like his body is like in the dirt, but it's not in the coffin.
Yes.
So he went to Tennessee. He traveled to Minnesota to see Prince, right? And when he went to Paisley Park, he tried to like run from security because he tried to like go around the back of Paisley Park and I'm serious. Like he said this on the video. Like you can see him with the camera. He's going around the back of Paisley Park and like he was trying to run from security and security was like, yo, you can't go behind it.
That's funny.
You know what I'm saying? Cause you know when you go to like it's like a museum now. Like when the public go to see it, you can't have your phone with you, so you can't take pictures and shit when you go to the Paisley Park. And he was trying to like I'm like yo this dude is gonna get caught and because he said he got death threats already. You know what I'm saying? Like like you said he got death threats already because like he was when he like would go to these celebrity grave sites he was showing other like regular families graves and they didn't like that and he got in death threats and then like he's gonna get in trouble because like he looked like he's breaking the law. Like when he went to Pop Smoke gravesite, he had to wait because the security the groundskeeper keeper was there and he was hiding from the groundskeeper. So he had to wait until the groundskeeper left so that he can show Pop Smoke's gravesite. But you know they fucked up his gravesite because they tried to like take the body out of the coffin.
God
I don't know
damn.
why. What is people gonna do with Pop Smoke body? Gonna sell on eBay? Like, come on.
I'm not laughing at that shit, but it's just like this nigga's like waiting for everybody to die just to go to a
Right,
grave site and shit.
bro. That
Like,
shit is hilarious. I gotta give you and BJ the link. That shit is funny. But this
oh,
and he's like he's showing yo and this dude is walking mad slow. Like when he was walking to Luther's the mausoleum. 'Cause a lot of them are put in like mausoleum. Like Michael Jackson was put in a mausoleum, and Luther and Bernie Mac, and he's like walking mad fucking slow and talking. I'm like, yo, you gotta fast forward through the video, cause he's I don't know if he's like if he has like a bad hip or something, but he's like walking mad slow to these places. And but I'm like, how's he trying to run? You walking mad slow in the video, and you trying to outrun the security at Paisley Park? You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine if he got in court, we would have gotten in trouble for doing that, for going around the back to Paisley Park.
Mm, that's funny as fuck.
Yes, we just talked about the BMF show. I've been watching it.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it a night already and shit. I gotta get some work done before I go to bed. More specifically, the stupid ass. Let me stop saying stupid. The Living Color episode, but this has been a real ass review. Dope ass jazz review right here. John Coltrane, Love Supreme. So Friday is gonna be the Shack breakdown, like we mentioned. Really cannot wait for that.
It's at
Um,
11.
you can do 11:30.
Mm-hmm.
Which yeah. Um, After that, we're doing Sunday is the versus reaction, and then midnight we're gonna talk about Battle of Los Angeles.
Yes.
Then next week, I mean, I have a few things I have planned next week. Like, of course, the Rap City Layla's Wisdom is next week.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I want to do the Janet Jackson Unbreakable album, but I have to see when it actually is free.
Right. And your boy Lamar.
Oh yeah, Lamont too.
Lamar.
Facts. Yes. Um, what's next? Yeah, I'm gonna keep that under the wraps for right now because I have another album I was thinking about talking about, but
And check out my review for album review for Candyman. The new Candyman is out. I dropped it today on my channel. Check that out. That was a great
yeah,
discussion. I'm dropping more reviews this month for Halloween month. The Crow is
definitely.
coming up. We'll do that one next week.
Oh,
I'll
next week's
drop
the
that.
pro.
Well, actually, we're gonna record it and then I'll drop it on
Okay, cool,
channel. And
cool.
then the live one I'm gonna do. Um, I'm gonna do a live one. I'm gonna do it, and then we're gonna do the other shit I talked about for Halloween month. But it's gonna be like all horror movie
Oh
reviews this month
yes,
because I love horror movies. So why not talk about it?
yes, yes. It's crazy. I shared the Candyman review on
Hmm.
my on our community wall. So
Yeah,
if y'all want to
dope.
look at it, go on if you want
Yes,
to and check it out too.
yes. That
So
was that was a dope movie. I loved it.
yeah, I'm definitely going to see the original this month. Definitely. I
Yeah,
don't know when.
that was good.
I'm trying to catch up on a lot of movies and shows right now.
We might do
Um,
the Crow live, yo. Cause I know Sam asked for the Crow. I might do the Crow live. Who knows?
hey,
I
I'm
I, I think it's just easier to record shit and just drop it whenever.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we'll
Um,
see.
I never seen The Crow, so
You never seen the Crow?
never seen The
The
Crow.
first one you never seen it. You got that's the best one.
Yeah,
You
that's
gotta
the one
see
with
that.
Bruce Lee's son, right?
Yes, his last film role.
Wasn't that his first and his last one, bro?
No, he's been in other films,
Okay, okay, just
but
making
that was his last one. He had an accident on the set.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, great film.
Yeah, a lot of people say he was killed
Yeah,
on that set too.
yeah. The sequels sucked. They were terrible. I got the DVD.
Yes, sir. Yes, I
All
never
of
seen.
these movies I have the movie well except for Candyman that just came out. I have all of these films. So um, I'm either gonna record that and then drop it next week, or I might just go live with it. But either way, you getting Halloween reviews all month. So it's like four I'm doing this month, and then something at the end of the month, and then that's gonna be it for October, and then November will be something else. So
Yeah,
he
make sure
said
y'all
he
get
said do a live. He said do a live one.
make sure y'all get ready for the last week of October. It's gonna be the
Yes,
Batman week.
yes. I can't wait for that.
Oh
I
yeah,
can't wait. I
I gotta
can't
watch
wait.
hella Batman movies. Shit,
Right.
I watch hella Batman
I got the
movies.
animated one on DVD. I think it's the
Oh,
Dark Knight one.
oh, you lucky. You mean the one of '93?
Nah, it's I forgot what year it was. It's like a 2 disc set, like the Dark Knight animated. I think it was Return of the Dark Knight or something like that.
Oh, okay, I know which one you're talking about.
That one was great. That one was great.
Yeah, yeah, man. I was thinking of when we do the Batman reviews
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. Like it's
When
just
I'm
that I'm decided either to talk about the Prince Batman album or the Batman Forever soundtrack.
Hey man, let's do both.
We'll just do both.
I'm gonna wear a Batman T-shirt for that.
I I used to have a Batman T-shirt. I used to have like a Batman. Begins action figure, but
I got like Batman lounge pants and shit.
oh shit, niggas ready for Batman.
Ready for Batman, yo.
Yeah, but I'm definitely playing on that shit out by the end of the week.
Like,
So definitely expect an announcement about what to expect for Batman week.
right.
It's just hell, maybe we might have like Mark Hamill doing a guest spot or some
Yo,
shit.
that'd be fire, right? Mark Hamill. Can we get him?
The Joker, the
Come
best
on,
Joker.
Mark. Right? The
Oh,
best character in Star Wars.
I forgot to mention. I do want to talk about the Joker movie too.
Yes. Which one?
Well, that
The
Keanu Reeves one.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Well, yeah, Joaquin Phoenix.
That
Um,
was good. One of the
yeah, but
best.
yeah, that one, yeah, best.
Let's just do that for the whole Batman thing. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like making that a separate. You
So
know,
what you mean, like,
I mean, it's up to you if you want to make it a separate review.
so you want to put like the Batman when we talk about like
Like Joker,
The Joker when we talk about like
yeah,
the
the
Nolan
Batman.
movies, or
With the Joker, we can talk about the Batman films.
yeah, we can
I
do
mean,
that.
it's up to you. I mean, the whole damn Bat universe has so many movies. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because most of that was probably planning on doing a separate review on that because I have a
Okay,
lot of shit to say about that movie on some
okay.
real stuff.
I don't
Um,
know what they doing with these characters. They confusing kids, yo.
yeah, I heard that they made these superheroes gay now and stuff. I'm like,
Why? What
I'm just like,
a foot, just to think of like a 7, 8 year old that's reading these comics and they see that. Like, what messages are you giving to the kids? You know what I'm saying? They've already changed. Like, with Thor, they have a female Thor. They have a female Robin in the Bat universe. So they've even changed like the sexes of some of these characters. Now they're changing their sexual preference.
this is
But
getting ridiculous.
but you have to think about these kids. Like when I was young, I was reading comic books at a young age. I didn't wait till like a grown ass man to read comics. If you have like a 8, 9 years old kid that's reading these comics, you're confusing them because one day these characters are straight, and then they throwing these images out there with Superman kissing another man. It's like you're confusing these kids.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Why are they doing that? Like, why do they wait to do that shit now? And then you have to reboot the whole damn universe all over. Oh, well, Superman is gay, so we got to reboot the whole DC all over again. This is what they do. Or we have a Thor, a female Thor from Marvel. We got to reboot the whole Marvel universe all over.
This whole world is getting soft.
I don't know, man. I don't know what the hell is going on with this this planet.
Uh, I'm just gonna live in Mars at this
You
point,
know,
right?
let's make we're gonna have a Latina Batwoman. You know what I'm saying? I just think is don't wait till something bad happens to start doing this shit.
Yeah, definitely.
If George Floyd never got killed, would we see all this stuff going on? Probably not. You know
Shit, if Caitlyn Jenner didn't turn into a woman, or
what's next? They're gonna make Tupac Mace Windu in Star Wars universe. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, let's have Tupac as Mace Windu instead of Samuel L. Jackson because we gotta give Tupac his flowers. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
at this point, like people just should just realize when certain shit is just getting ridiculous.
Right. You know, I don't have an issue. My whole thing is like this. Like I grew up with Superman being white. I grew up with you know Batman being white. You had Storm that was black. Leave it the way it is. Why all of a sudden now because poor George Floyd gets murdered, everything is changing in society. Oh well, we gotta make Superman gay. We need a black Superman. We need a Latina Batwoman. Why? Why not just come up with new characters and they can be Latin or they can be Asian or whatever. You got Shang-Chi is Asian and that movie did well. They got Snake Eyes. He was always you know related to Storm Shadow in G.I. Joe. That's nothing new. They left shit the same.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I just don't understand that. You know what I mean?
People are just fucking bored, and they're trying to be make sure everybody's included and stuff. And
Right.
sometimes not everybody wants to be included.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what are they doing, man? You know, are we gonna make Batwoman lesbian on the show? You know what I mean? I don't get it. Are they gonna show that stuff when it's time to do these live action movies and these TV shows? Are they gonna show Superman kissing another man?
Mm.
So when parents take their kids to see that new Superman movie and he's kissing another man, then what? How are they gonna explain that to your kid?
Shit, take them kids to see Sausage Party and shit. Fuck.
You know what I'm saying? Kylie Jenner just did a photo shoot naked, covered in blood, paying homage to Nightmare on Elm Street. Really?
That's good for her.
Wow. Well, she wasn't even born when that shit was out.
Hey,
Shouldn't she be doing that for like I know what you did last summer or something? I'm saying, but yeah, but once they change it up in the comic books, they're going to change it for the big screen. So like when you make a Latina version of Batwoman, they already casted Leslie Grace for the main character of Batwoman in the Batgirl film. So she's gonna be the Latina version of Batgirl. You know what I'm saying? They've already talked about having a black Superman. So at some point, a black Superman is gonna be on screen, right? So what's gonna happen with Henry Cavill? You still have Henry Cavill as Superman, and he's not black. So you're gonna have a black Superman and a white Superman in the same universe. That's gonna confuse people. You feel what I'm saying? So them like changing sexual preferences, and then that's gonna trickle down to the TV shows and the big screen movies, and it's not needed to me.
yeah.
What happened? So what happens with Lois Lane? So Lois Lane, what? So he's no longer with Lois Lane. He's gay now. So Lois is going out of his life, or did she become a lesbian? You know, people got to think about all these ripple effects before they just make changes like that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, man, appreciate this, bro.
Yeah.
For this has been a fun ass review. If I do get free, I might do a chat on Thursday. I don't know
Okay.
yet.
Okay.
Other than that, hope y'all have a good night, and I'll see y'all later.
Peace.
Peace.